Hello and welcome back. So, 5 reasons why you shouldn't move to Dubai. That's right, reasons that you shouldn't move to Dubai. Now, I came to Dubai for a myriad of reasons. So it was tax-free income, the lifestyle out here, networking opportunities, quite sort of business focused. The beauty of the world is that we're not all the same. So there's what I like is not what somebody else is gonna like. So I'm gonna make this video to be as impartial as possible and to try and list some of the things that are just not great about Dubai, because you get all sorts of people that will tell you the glam and the glitz and all of that's here, but I mean there are reasons not to come. So let's dive right into them. So my goal for this channel is to help people like you that want a better life for themselves, their family, their kids, all of these sort of things, you know, your wife, your husband, whoever. You can definitely do that out in Dubai, but as I say, there are a number of reasons why Dubai may not be right for you. So let's dive right in. Reason number 1, if you're quite left-leaning, I would say, if you're one of these sort of social justice warrior types, or somebody that's quite socialist in your thinking, Dubai is not going to be for you at all. Dubai is very capitalistic. It's very eat what you kill. So there's no safety net here. You run out of money, you go home. You know, there's nothing socialist about the place. Although, strangely, if you are an Emirati citizen, it is quite socialist. So you get free healthcare, free schooling. You even get university tuition paid for you, I think, as well, if you study abroad. And as well as, like, all the government jobs here are Emirati citizens only. They're hugely well paid. As an outsider, you're not getting any of those jobs. So they really do look after their people here, which, you know, is admirable. But if you're an expat, if you're a Westerner that's come here, you're a bit like a customer. So you're here to kind of build your life and make something better. It's definitely not for a more socialist, social justice warrior leaning type person. Number 2, the weather. So if you're the kind of person that likes seasons or a colder climate, then Dubai is not the place for you. I arrived in August, which was the height of the summer, and I did the typical British thing on one of the hottest days of the year, or certainly one of the hottest days I'd been here. I decided to go for a walk, and I thought, well, I'm going to go to the Dubai Mall, and I got the metro. I didn't get a taxi, which was dumb, so I got the metro, which was, even though it's air conditioned, was quite hot, and I got off at the wrong station, so I had to walk 20 minutes to the mall along the main road here, which is Sheikh Zayed Road, which is like a 14-lane highway. So I was walking along this like sweltering concrete roadway with cars whizzing past and fumes, and it was like 50 degrees. I nearly died. Well, I didn't nearly die at all. I was very, very hot. I was in kind of a bit of trouble, to the point where I got to the mall and the guy at the door on the mall was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, fine. And he sort of directed me to get some water and stuff. So I obviously looked in quite a bad way. So if you're the kind of person that isn't going to stand heat, then this is not the place for you. Also, if you're from the UK or Europe or parts of the US where there are 4 distinct seasons in the year, and autumn means pumpkin spice latte and cold mornings and stuff, this is not going to be the place for you. As far as I can tell, the 2 seasons here are hot and surface of the sun. So yeah, if that's going to be a problem, don't come to Dubai. Number 3, if you're not a very focused person, then you shouldn't come here, because everything is geared up here for people that are looking to improve their lives, build something, make money. And, you know, I'm not going to make a judgment call on that. It is what it is. So it's whether you agree with that or not. If it's not really your sort of thing, then don't come. If you're working here, if you're in banking, finance, consulting, software, anything like that, if you're coming for a job, be prepared that it's long hours, it's hard work, you're going to have to compete with all kinds of people that are here, and it's not going to be an easy life, but it's going to be a rewarding life. So if you're not focused, if you're not motivated, then this is really not going to be the place for you. If you want to just coast and drink and just live for the weekend, don't come. It's not the place for you. I mean, you can do all of that here, but it's just not going to be the place, unless, you know, you're already swimming in money and and you're here just to party, of which you can do a lot here. But if you're here to focus and build something, then you can really make something of yourself. Number 4, if you don't like seeing wealth inequality. So Dubai has billionaires, millionaires, people that have so much money that you can't even comprehend it. And it also has people from the Philippines, from Pakistan, from India, from places in Africa like Uganda that come here for a better life, that are at the very lower end of the sort of socio-economic scale. So they come here for service work. So they work in hotels, they do taxi driving, those kinds of jobs. And for them, it's actually a really good deal because they're earning great money here for them, and they're able to send money back home, look after their family and people from the village, all that sort of thing. So there is an incentive for them to come here, and there's a lot of Indians and Pakistanis and Africans and Filipinos here that all work in the service industry. And if you're at all precious about wealth inequality and seeing those people that are in these lower end jobs that in comparison to you are not earning a lot of money, and that's going to bother you, then again, Dubai's not the place for you. It was a little bit of a shock for me to come here and see that. And it's not like these people are living in squalor or, absolute poverty, but they do live in areas that are further out. They're not as nice as the tourist areas, that sort of thing, as you would expect. So again, if that's a problem for you, which probably ties into more sort of social justice type stuff, then Dubai is not going to be for you. 5, if you like nature, if you like lots of greenery, then Dubai is not going to be for you. As I'm sure it will surprise nobody, Dubai is in the middle of a freaking desert, so there's not a lot of greenery here. There are some manufactured spaces, so there's parks, there are some streets that are lined with trees, like there's Arabian Ranches, there's Dubai Hills, there's lots of golf courses and things like that are very artificially maintained, but there's no greenery to speak of here. But there are other things to do. So you've got the desert, where you can go driving in buggies and falconry and things like that out there. There's also some great swimming and sort of diving out here in the Gulf. There's a beautiful calm sea that you can enjoy, but there's no greenery here. Again, if you like your English countryside or your American sort of wide open spaces, it's not really geared up like that here. So the wildlife here, there's a few native bird species and a bunch of creepy crawlies that live in the desert and stuff. So if that's not your thing, don't come. Oh, and of course there are camels here as well. Mustn't forget the camels. Oh, and as a bonus, 6th reason, if you're on a lower income, so if you're earning like £1,000-2,000 or dollars a month, this is not really going to be the place for you as a Westerner. It will make far more sense for you to stay in your European country where you've got free healthcare, a safety net, familiarity, everything around you. It makes no sense to come here because you're not going to be paying a huge amount of tax anyway. So you might as well stay where you are. The tax savings of coming to Dubai are just not really going to be worth it for you. So I think that's probably the sort of 6th reason to not come, is if you're on a low income. But I'm guessing that most people that are watching this are going to have their own business or are going to be higher earners, highly skilled workers that will benefit from that. Okay, I think that's going to do it for today. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you're here to work and those reasons don't bother you, then I think Dubai is actually going to treat you really well. So if you want to get out here, you want to try some of this tax-free living and enjoy everything that Dubai has to offer, my guys below can set you up. You can book a call with them. There's a link in the description below. They will talk you through pricing, how it works, how quickly it can be done. You can be out here in as quickly as a month, maybe even 2 weeks. So it's probably the easiest place in the world to come and have a zero tax living. Until next time, and remember, your journey with health, wealth, success, and happiness starts with the choices that you make today.